There's one statement that baffles me really. All in one. They call this, or all of them actually, an all-in-one. Radiators number 1, pump is number 2, tubes 3 and 4, block 5. How did 1 become 5? Interesting, right? But you still call this all-in-one. Really? Okay. When is it? I'm not really much into air-cooled water systems, but seriously, people are. So why? Going over to this alleged lead again, just to show you something. Dual tower. A lot of them are becoming dual tower. There's radiators out there are 120 mil. Are you starting to think something? I hope so. Radiator here, radiator here. 2 120s. Wow, that make it 240, yeah? Maybe. Unfortunately, a lot of people were buying towers for the case, mounting the motherboard incorrectly, vertically. Thinking, why is their video sagging? Because your motherboard is not mounted horizontal the correct way. So you have to think how you're going to make a cooler with 2 radiators. If you just have it one way, you would have 2 little reservoirs on either side, but being infatuated with towers. Towers. Why do they make them? Very easy. More stuff you can fit in them. And getting rid of optical drives, 5 1/4, 5 1/2, whatever it is. Add-ons. There's no much you can put on a case now. There's no holes to add stuff into it. But putting 2 radiators in here, even with just one reservoir, make sure the reservoir sits at the top, because as this thing will be mounted the wrong way, like everybody's motherboard is mounted the wrong way. My motherboards usually mount horizontal. I'm not really into mounting a motherboard incorrectly, but most people are. But you could sit comfortably 2 radiators in here with a fan and all the rest of it, and pump, and you could actually call that all-in-one. No piping, no nothing, all the pump, all the radiators, everything's sitting on top of the CPU. And maybe be quiet, you could actually make one. Maybe you already have, and you haven't released it, and you're waiting another 20 years before you release it. I don't know. But you have to say components for computers are slower than a snail, really. Snails go faster. With fans, they've been making fans for over 40 years the same way. Pardon me. And still people are going, oh, I've got to get a new one because it's new. Not really. One thing about fans that I'd like to be improved, they always support the top, and that's it. The top part of the fan, that's all supported, and there's wiggle that causes vibration. Why don't you support the top and the bottom at the back? Have 2 supports. When dust starts to build up, there'll be more weight, more cause of vibration. You'll be getting more vibrations. I don't know, but you could actually improve a fan if you actually sat down and truly think about competing against yourself to make the best of the best. Compete against yourself for a change, not against each other. If you compete against yourself, you would actually make a really good product. All the stuff you've been throwing out. Have fun. So yeah, turn an air-cooled water system into an air-cooled water system. Even with the heat pipes. you could actually turn the heat pipes, but you have to make them smaller, into little water, but that'd be stupid. Just shove a radiator, or you could actually experiment seriously and make these smaller and water run through. But the problem is if you have to lap them across, or you could channel them sideways. Have fun trying to figure that out, but seriously, why not have a true all-in-one air-cooled water system for the first time released to the public? Go and have a think about that.